Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Trisha and I just recently started my channel. My last video I reviewed the Morphe 3503 palette Fierce by Nature, and today I'm not necessarily going to be doing a tutorial with this specific palette, but instead I'm just going to be doing some swatches on this new palette I finally got in, and I'm so excited to show it to you guys. And I'm also wanting to do a little vanity tour. Now this vanity that I have is a lot better than what my vanity used to be, but it's nowhere near where I would prefer it to be, but that's a work in progress. So first off, I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I just got done having Thanksgiving dinner with my family. Last night was spent doing a whole lot of cooking, a whole lot of baking, and then today we had to cook a little bit. But now I finally ate and had some time to chill, and now I'm just really excited to talk to you about this palette that I got yesterday. But I didn't open it until last night because honestly, this was a Christmas present from my boyfriend. Typically, I buy my makeup myself, but he wanted to get me something special for Christmas, so he ordered it and I got it early, and honestly I just couldn't help it, so I opened it last night and I'm just so excited to show you guys what it is. Okay, so as you guys probably know, I'm a huge Jeffree Star fan. Have been for a very long time. I have Blood Sugar, I have the Morphe X, Morphe X Jeffree Star Artistry palette. I have his setting spray. Gosh, I love his products, and my collection is just beginning. Like, I'm just starting out in his specific makeup line. I've never really done much with that. But anyway, on to the main event. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you what it was that I got. I received Blue Blood yesterday afternoon. I ordered it, I want to say last Saturday? No, last Thursday. And I guess because of the weekend it took a little longer to get here. But I am just so in love with this palette. I have Blood Sugar and the Artistry palette, and they're my pride and joys. I keep all the boxes they come in. I love this palette, and that's actually the palette I used to do this look today. Didn't really do anything too bold just because, you know, Thanksgiving and everything like that, but I did a slight little look with it, and this, I was just so impressed. Like, Blood Sugar impressed me because the packaging was beautiful, but this, you guys, okay, let's talk about this for a second. This is the box that it came in. I'm sorry, I just need a moment to just take in just how beautiful this box is. Like, it's this beautiful blue, deep sea blue, wooden looking texture, and it's got Blue Blood written, and it's actually like, you can feel it. Like, this is such a high quality box, and it's so pretty, like, all the way around. And I think the inside is actually, yes, the inside is blue as well. It is just so incredibly gorgeous. I love this box. It's such an upgrade in packaging from what Blood Sugar was, but Blood Sugar was amazing still in and of itself. I feel like each one just brings a new, like, standard to makeup and how it's packaged, and I just have to applaud Jeffree so much for the time and effort that he puts into designing these packages, because oh my god, I will never throw this away. Like, I keep everything. This is just the best. So pretty, and blue is my favorite color. If you can't tell, my room is blue. I mean, this palette is just, oh my gosh. But anyway, let's just get on to the actual palette itself, which is absolutely gorgeous. I know I'm a little bit late to the party on Blue Blood. It was released back in, I want to say, like January, February of this year. So I'm a little late to the party on this, but thank God I finally showed up to it, because thank God that someone out there knows how to make makeup. That's all I have to say. He is my favorite brand. He's my favorite person that makes makeup. I love him, okay? And I want to also go ahead and mention that all of his makeup is vegan and cruelty free. Everything that I talk about in this video is a completely unbiased opinion, nothing towards anyone that helped make this product, nothing towards Jeffrey. Everything is just my honest opinion about it. But let's just be honest up front. When do I ever have anything negative to say about Jeffrey? Never. Okay. So let's just dive in and just talk about this palette. This palette comes in this beautiful pastel baby blue. It has Blue Blood written on it, and it has these beautiful little designs right here on the side. I don't know if you can see. Gorgeous, very shiny. And on the box, you know, it tells you everything about the palette, you know, how long it's good for, which is usual 12 months. Everything like that. It's gorgeous, and it looks like a coffin. It's shaped kind of like a coffin. It has a raised top on it. Gorgeous. And it has this beautiful, little bit deeper shade metal lock on the front, which I absolutely love. And you open it up, and now I just want to talk about how gorgeous the inside of this palette is, because I'm just blown away by it. You open it up, and it's literally, it just smacks you right in the face how beautiful this palette really is. It is absolutely gorgeous. The mirror is encased in this beautiful leather filling, I really don't know what you would call it, but it's beautiful. The mirror is so pretty. But let's just talk about these shades. Oh my god. Let's talk about the shades, okay? This is the perfect mixture of blues. I mean, I just can't help it. Like, I could look at this all day and just admire it because it's so gorgeous. So basically what I wanted to do in this video is I wanted to do swatches, because the last video I made was with the Morphe 3503 palette, and I did not swatch those. But this particular video, I wanted to swatch the colors and just show you just how pigmented and beautiful these colors are, because I am just obsessed with them. This is the first look I've done with this palette, and oh my god, like, blending seamlessly perfect. Love it. So let's just talk about the shade names and the shades. Okay, so the first shade that I'm going to swatch is the shade called, don't hate me if I say this wrong, Cullinan. Okay, not really sure what that is, but I know it means something. And it's this beautiful white pearl. Definitely a lot of pearl in this particular shade. But oh my gosh, let's talk about it. Just look at how gorgeous that is. It's beautiful. And it's this pretty, the only way to describe it is it makes me think of basically crushed diamonds. Like powdered diamonds is basically what this makes me feel like. This is a perfect highlighter. This is a perfect inner corner highlight. I have it on my inner corners right through here. It's just a beautiful shade. Like I said, no offense to Jeffrey, I have no idea what the name means. That's just me. I don't know. But anyway, I love this color. Very pigmented. I barely had to touch that pan to get any color. It's gorgeous. So we're going to move on to the next shade, which is called Mint Tea. Okay, so you can get a little bit of tea reference in there. And this literally does kind of look like a very pastel shade of a mint color. It's not a complete mint, but it's a gorgeous mint color. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to swatch it. So here is Mint Tea, and oh my god. Like, just stop me while I'm ahead. Oh my god. Please tell me you can see. Oh, yes. I know this is not the best lighting, but you can just tell just in this bad lighting just how beautiful this shade is. It is a beautiful shade of like a, it's not like a dark mint, but it's a pastel mint, and it's gorgeous. And it is so creamy, so buttery, so soft. It is gorgeous, and this color is just beautiful. And I actually used this starting out before I put the darker colors in. Minty was my base shade, and let me tell you, beautiful color, beautiful color. So right now we have Cullinan and Minty on this hand right here. so the next one I want to talk about is the color Crystal Flesh. And I actually have this shade right here on the top, on the lid itself. And oh my god, it would work great as a highlighter too. And this is a pressed, I want to say it's a pressed glitter. No, I think it's more of a metallic, but it's so pretty and so pigmented. Oh my god, okay. So here is Miss Crystal Flesh. Can you see her? Right there. Yes! She is gorgeous. Look at that. Just look at how pretty. That is a beautiful color. This would also work really good as a highlight too, I have to tell you. And the next shade is called I'm Cold. So we're going to swatch her. And she is a very pastel blue, kind of like the color of the palette itself. So here we go, let's swatch her. Can you see her? Right there. I may have to move the lighting a little bit because this just isn't working. This is not giving these shades justice. So let me be right back, and I'm just going to move some things around just so I can get a little better lighting. Okay, I'm back. So hopefully this lighting is a little bit better to show you these shades. Okay, so I already showed you the shades Cullinan Minty, Crystal Flesh, and I'm Cold. So the next shade I'm going to swatch is called Untouchable. And it is this beautiful, kind of a fleshy toned baby pink. Oh, geez. Okay, let's swatch her. This is a very light shade, but still very pigmented, and you can see her right there. It's a very baby pink flesh tone, which is gorgeous. I love that. That is a perfect pastel pink. Absolutely love it. It's just a gorgeous shade. And the next shade I want to swatch for you all is called Priceless, and this is more of an actual flesh tone shade. Swatch her. This is more of a neutral nude shade, but it's very flesh colored. You can see that. There she is right there. And like I said, I'm barely having to press into this pan to get pigment, and it's already just gorgeous. Now, the next shade is called Power. Now this shade, oh my gosh, I don't know how to describe this shade other than it's like a stormy, dark, stormy, cloudy blue. Like that's the best way I can describe this shade particularly. So let's go ahead and swatch her. Oh geez. This is not lit. Hang on. I'm not satisfied with these swatches at all. I think my hands are dry. I'm going to try to do it here. Okay, so here it is on the finger. Very pigmented. Okay, so that's better in a way. Still a very beautiful color. Don't get mad at me. I thought that was going to be a little bit darker than what it actually is. But, I mean, it's still a beautiful shade. Don't get me wrong. It could be something wrong with my skin. I could just be dry. I don't know. But that shade is still pretty. I thought it was going to be a little bit darker than what it is. But still a gorgeous shade. Perfect shade. That's just my flat out opinion. No bias. Okay. The next shade is actually the name of the palette, Blue Blood, and I will say I did use this color too, right through here. So let's go ahead and swatch this one. I'm just going to go in a little bit with this finger, and Oh yeah, there you go. Look at the pigment. Yes, bitches. Just look. Ah, okay. Swatching. Perfect. There she is, right next to Power. And oh my god, she is so beautiful. Look at her. Don't you just, I can't get enough of these at all. They're beautiful. Okay, so the next shade is called Deceased. And this palette literally has me deceased. Okay, it is so beautiful. Okay. So this is another shade that has a little bit of pearl, a little bit metallic in it. So yeah, let's go ahead and swatch her. I just have this feeling that this one is just gonna make me like fall over. Okay, so there she is on the finger. Okay, swatching. Yep, beautiful. Look at that. Right there. There she is. Oh, and that is the shade Deceased, and the shade has me deceased. Oh, Jesus. Look at that. Beautiful. So now, maybe it's these makeup wipes that's messing with it. So I've shown you the shades. Untouchable, Priceless, Power, Blue Blood, and Deceased. Next, we're going to go in with the shade called Ice Tray. And I have a feeling this one is going to blow me away as well. This one definitely has a lot of metallic in it. Ooh. There's a lot more matte shades in this palette, but I think it's pretty equal. There's a decent amount of metallics and mattes, and then there's one pressed pigment, which I don't like. Okay. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's go ahead and swatch Ice Tray. Oh, okay. Finger test first. Can you see her? Please tell me you can. Okay, she's gorgeous. Now let's swatch her. Oh. You guys. Look at her. Just look at it. Look at it. I can't get enough. I literally cannot get enough of this palette. These shades are absolutely gorgeous. And look at the shimmer. Ah. Love it. Okay. Now, the next shade is called Blue Monday. And this is a very dark, bright, but dark. Kind of looks like a navy blue. Not really. I don't know. But it's a bright, dark blue. Okay. So as you can see, there's it on the finger. I'm going to swatch her. There is Blue Monday, right next to Ice Tray. God. Gorgeous shade. Gorgeous, okay. I can't get enough of this. Okay, the next shade is called Flourishing, and this kind of looks like a turquoise. So I'm excited for this one, because I love turquoise colors. Let's swatch her. Okay, finger test first. Swatching. Okay, I'm getting a little bit of streaking with this one, but I'll be honest, it's because I just used a makeup wipe to wipe the last swatches off. So that's why. It's not the color or the palette or the pan at all. It's just the wipe. But there is Flourishing right next to Blue Monday. And oh my god, she's beautiful too. Look at her. Wonderful color. Wonderful shade of like a turquoise. Ugh. Okay. The next shade is another nude. And it's called Wealthy. Which, he was definitely wealthy off this palette, let me tell you something. Okay, so we're going to swatch her. And I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this just because it matches my skin tone a lot. So let's swatch it. Oh, this matches my skin tone a lot. You might not be able to see this. This would be a perfect base shadow. Or even a brow highlight. But you might not be able to see it. Maybe you can. You can't really, because it blends in way too much with my skin tone. Maybe if I turn it this way, you can kind of see it right through here, but it really blends in way too much with my skin tone. But this would look really good on the brow, or even as a base. Still a really pretty color. My skin tone just matches it too well. That's why you can't see. Okay, so let's wipe these off, and we have 5 colors left of this palette to swatch. And I'm super excited because I have not swatched this palette yet. I've just used 4 colors out of this, and the colors I used for my eyes that I have now is Mint Tea, Crystal Flesh, I'm Cold, and Blue Blood. Those are the shades I used to do this look here. So we're seeing all these other shades new together. Okay, let me make sure this is dry. I don't want it messing up the review here. There we go. Okay, so the next shade is Celebrity Skin. Now this one definitely does not match my skin at all. This is definitely a nudish tan color. Okay, so here's the finger test. You might not be able to see it in this lighting, but let's go ahead and swatch her here. Once again, another kind of nude shade. Kind of blends in with my skin, but it's a lot darker than the shade prior, so you can definitely see it a lot better. Definitely a pretty color. And then the next shade is another metallic, and it's called Entitled. These metallics are killing me. Like, they are so absolutely gorgeous. Okay, let's swatch Entitled and see what she has to offer. Okay. Yes, honey. Yes. Okay. Look at that. Oh. And look at how much pigment I have left on my pinky. Like, there's so much pigment in one slight swatch of this. It's not ridiculous. It's brilliant and it's beautiful. Like, look at that. She's gorgeous. Look at that shimmer. Oh. Okay. So we have 3 shades left. And the one shade I'm most excited about, I'm going to wait until last. And it is the one Pressed Glitter shade in this palette. And I'm not going to tell you what the name of it is. Most of you probably already know because you're probably like, bitch, you're late to the party. Blue Blood was released months ago. Everyone's done reviews of this palette already. Well, not me. So, I just might now be getting started in YouTube, but I am definitely going to put my opinion out there. And like I said, there is nothing bad I've ever had to say about Jeffree, period. Love his palettes. Absolutely love his palettes. I'm just cleaning off my fingertips for this last 3 swatches that hopefully I think I'll be able to do on this one palm. I'm going to do the compressed glitter on the inside of my hand. But these last 2 shades that I'm going to do before the best one is Cremated. Okay, and this one is kind of, I don't know how to describe this shade. You just look at it and then you just tell me yourself what you think this shade is. There is Cremated. Another matte, very dark blue. Beautiful shade though. Beautiful. Okay, and then the other shade that I'm going to use, or swatch, sorry, is called Undertaker. And this one kind of looks a little purpley, just a little. But let's go ahead and swatch him. Oh wow, okay, finger, very dark, very dark. Perfect smoky eye material right here. Okay, so there is Undertaker. right here. Beautiful shade. Absolutely love it. Pigment is crazy good. Okay, so now we've come down to the big finale of this palette. And this shade is called Ocean Ice. And sweet baby Jesus, if I could cover my whole face in this shade, I probably would. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get right down to it. Okay, I'm going to swatch it. Okay, and I'm barely touching this. Barely touching. Okay, I'm going to show you what it looks like just on the finger first. Look at that gorgeousness. Okay, now I'm going to swatch it on my palm. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, here we go. And just so y'all know, these reactions are for real. Like, for real, for real. This is coming from a girl who used to buy palettes at Walgreens, okay? And don't get me wrong, I still did. But, oh my god, okay. Here is Ocean Ice. Oh my god, it's blinding. Look at that. She is so, oh my god, look at all that. Look at, she is so beautiful. Winter Wonderland. Here I come with this shade. Oh my god. Just look at how beautiful. Oh my god. Have you guys ever looked at a shade and it just gave you chills? Thank you, Jeffrey. That's all I have to say. Look at this. Like, this is genuine, like, shockage, like, reaction. Like, this is, I'm not trying to emphasize this. I'm not making this up. This is me genuinely reacting to these pigments. Okay. Okay, so there's a little something going on here that I kind of might want to talk about. Okay, so there's a little something going on here where I swatched Ocean Ice. I was not expecting this. I don't know if this is just... Okay, I don't know what's going on here. But anyway, I swatched Ocean Ice on the palm like you saw, and when I took the makeup wipe to go and wipe it off, sorry, I'm just really trying to figure out what's going on here. I'm a little red right there where I put Ocean Ice, and I'm not sure if it's stainage from the pigment. I'm trying to see if, like, it could be where I'm also trying to get the pigment off. It's red too, but as soon as I wiped off Ocean Ice, it was a little, it kind of like tinted my skin like this strange purple color. And I'm also getting some staining with a little bit of these colors. you can see like I've used my makeup wipe and I'm still kind of stained on my fingers. I don't know what's going on. Like I keep getting new makeup wipes to see if maybe it's just, but nothing is coming off on these makeup wipes. And so yeah, my fingers are kind of stained where I swatched these, and it could be makeup wipes that I'm using. It's not Neutrogena, so maybe these just don't work as well. I'm not sure. But you can definitely see there's some staining on my thumb there. It's kind of blue, like I don't know. I don't know what to do. I really don't. Let me try a Neutrogena wipe and see if that gets it off. It could just be the makeup wipes. We'll see. I don't know, these makeup wipes that I've been using do tend to turn my skin a little red, so it could be the fact that it doesn't take off pigment very well, plus my skin does not like the chemicals that are in these makeup wipes. So let's just try a Neutrogena here and see if it takes it off. Okay, let's see. Okay, so some of it did come off, but hang on, I'm still having, well, there's still a little bit of pigment left on this thumb, just a little, but most of it's gone. I'm still having some redness right here where Ocean Ice was. I don't know what's up with that, because the pressed pigment that I have in the Artistry palette didn't do that to me. I don't have an answer for this. But I will do a look with Ocean Ice on my eye and see if anything weird happens at some point. But other than that, the pigments are gorgeous. The formula is wonderful. They are very buttery and very creamy and smooth. There's nothing gritty about any of them. I would say the only thing I'm concerned about with this particular palette is Ocean Ice, because I did have a slight little reaction on my skin where I swatched it. Like I said, that could have just been the makeup wipe didn't get all the pigment off, and then I kept rubbing and it could just be red now. I'm hoping that's what it is. But other than that, the shades are wonderful and beautiful. Sorry, I'm just a little bit floored by this slight little reaction I'm having to Ocean Ice. Like, I'm kind of sad about it, honestly. I don't know if it's a reaction or not, but hopefully not, because this palette has been too good so far for something like this to happen. So anyway, so that's my full swatching and thoughts on the Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette, which, by the way, I love. There's some strange things going on with Ocean Ice, but that could just be me. So the rest of you guys could not have that problem. This is just what's happening on my skin right now. That's just a cut. You can see the actual red right through here. But anyway, but yeah, other than that, Blue Blood's flawless. It's wonderful, beautiful. I'm so thrilled to have this palette in my collection now. That brings me up to 3 of Jeffree's palettes. But I have to have more. You just can't stop at 3. You have to have all of them. It's an addiction, honestly. But yeah, I highly recommend this palette. There is definitely a lot of pigment in this, so just be careful with how much you use. There's definitely going to be fallout, but that's with any palette. That was my cat sneezing. But anyway, so yeah, I highly recommend this palette. It was definitely worth the buy. Just be careful with the pigments. Like I said, I did get a little bit of staining, but I think that had a lot to do with the makeup wipes that I use. So just be careful with those. Make sure you use the good makeup wipes, not the cheapos. Sometimes I'm cheap. But anyway, so yeah, that's my review on the Blue Blood palette. And as you can see, I absolutely love it. All of my opinions in this video are completely non-biased opinions. So nothing against Jeffree, nothing against anybody that made this palette, the lab, nobody. Just unbiased opinion. So definitely go buy this palette, especially if you love blue, because I love blue. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching today. I had a lot of fun reviewing this palette, and I cannot wait to get the Conspiracy palette. I have been going back to his site every few days just to check and see if it's back in stock, and it is not. I'm expecting it to be around the 1st of the year before we get a restock of those. Like I said, I don't know. Jeffree is constantly updating on Twitter, and so is Shane. So I've definitely been keeping my eyes on that. I would say the next palette I'm going to be able to get before Conspiracy finally comes back out is probably the Jawbreaker bundle, which is the Jawbreaker big palette and the mini. So that's probably going to be the next palette I get. And I definitely want to get some setting powder from him, and I definitely want to get a concealer. So yeah, that's what's to look forward to in the next video, hopefully. And I was going to do a vanity tour tonight, but I'm probably going to wait and just make a separate video of that. That doesn't include swatches, because swatches take up enough time as it is. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please click the please click the like button. If you like me and my channel, please click that subscribe button and leave me a comment down below if you're interested in anything that you would like me to do, any specific things you would want me to talk about on my channel, or any makeup you'd want me to try, anything like that. Just please hit me up in the comments. And you can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving and have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much. Bye guys.